Hello everybody, welcome back to the footy round. My name is Naomi and today we're going to be sharing with you the weekend roundup. So we're going to start off with Liverpool versus Bournemouth first. It was 4-2 to Liverpool. What a game that was, 4-2. So Ekitike scored the first goal with McAllister giving an assist. Gakpo scored the second, giving Ekitike a chance to give Gakpo an assist. Semenyo scored the other one, David Brooks' assist. And then it became 2-2 with Traore gave an assist to Semenyo, who scored a lovely, beautiful, composed finish when there was literally two players free, but then he decided to go on his own and then shoot. It was selfish play, but at least he scored, because if he didn't score, he'll be getting really big trouble from the fan base. But yeah, Chiesa scored as well, a beautiful little volley. I don't know what it was, but he scored from a corner or something. From a deflection hit, bang, goal. Salah, beautiful, he scored with his weaker right foot. Endo assist, brilliant. So yeah, that was basically it. Let's go to Saturday now. Aston Villa versus Newcastle. You all know Conte got a red card because of him pulling Anthony Gordon. And yeah, it was none of that match. It was a very interesting game. I think Aston Villa should have won. If you look, I just want to check the shooting. The shots, 16-3. Aston Villa had quite a bit of shots, but Newcastle should have won 4-0. They would even 10-0, because the amount of good chances they had was very good. But yeah, that was a 0-0. Conte got a red card. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Fulham. A great penalty from O'Reilly. Composed finish. Hit it to the right. Brilliant finish. Hit it and hoped, and it did go into make a 1-0, but then from a corner, Rodrigo Muniz, it tapped onto him and then he bangs it, and to make it a 1-1 equaliser, late minute goal. That was a really good match. But the one that I'm really surprised of is this match, Sunderland versus West Ham. West Ham should have been winning 3-0, should have been the opposite scores, but Sunderland instead wins 3-0. Elizier Mayenda scores the first goal with Alderete assist, Ballard scores. Beautiful goal. Actually, an Isidore with Talbi assist. If you look at the stats, West Ham had more advantage, they had more shots, but somehow Sunderland managed to win. Sunderland had less possession as well. Yeah. 3-0 Tottenham Hotspur versus Burnley. Kudus gives an assist, 2 assists to Richarlison scoring a brace, and Sarr gives the assist to Brennan Johnson. That was a really interesting match, 3-0. Manchester City whitewashed Wolverhampton Wanderers, aka Wolves. Haaland brace, Rico Lewis assist for that one. Nobody gave an assist for the second goal from Haaland, but Tijani Reindeer scored, lovely goal. And Bob gave an assist, Oscar Bob. Reinders did give Haaland the assist for the 61st minute goal from that brace. But yeah, and then Chucky scored the winner to make it 4-0. It was a really good match, that. 0-0 Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, 0-0. The Crystal Palace goal, Eze should have the free kick one should have been allowed. Should have been 1-0 Crystal Palace. But yeah, it was a very interesting match, but no goals, which is not very entertaining, because football needs goals. Football needs goals unless there's some drama happening. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford, 3-1. Chris Wood scores. Lovely finish. And then he scored. Doy scored, Gibbs White assist, and then the other goal that Chris Wood scored, Anderson gave an assist. Thiago penalty. He got Thiago penalty. As I watched the second half of that, brilliant penalty from Igor Thiago. Nice composed finish. And yeah, he slots it home. Igor Thiago